when you do indeed focus on your own stuff, I love that word, stuff. When you focus on your own stuff and you accept your own energy and you let that in, don't be surprised again that you find yourself in a much happier space, a much more freeing space.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
We start with the moon. This is the week of August 4th through the 10th. The moon this week on the 9th is full at 16 degrees of Aquarius. Now we need to back this up and find the new moon in Aquarius, which occurred February 9th of 2024 at 20 degrees. Then on November 8th of 2024, we had the first quarter moon where you did all the work for this project. And that occurred at 17 degrees of Aquarius. Now we're at the full moon where you can see everything. And if there's anything that needs to be changed or tweaked, now is the time to do it. And then pivot, turn away, and wait for the last quarter, which occurs on May 9th of 2026 at 19 degrees of Aquarius. And that's when we celebrate the success, turn away, and allow the project to move on its own. Next, we want to look at the void, of course. This begins August 5th at 8:28 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it starts at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. And then at 10:04 a.m., it enters Capricorn and the void ends. Wow, 2-hour void. That's normal. Next, we go to August 26th at 10:59 a.m. The void, of course, begins at 12 degrees of Capricorn. This continues until August 7th at 6:18 p.m. when it enters the sign of Aquarius. On August 9th at 54 minutes past midnight, the void, of course, begins at 16 degrees of Aquarius. Later that day, at 11:50 p.m., the void ends as the moon goes into Pisces. Now, on the last day of this week, August 10th, no, let's change that to the last few minutes of the last day of this week. At 11:54 p.m. on August 10th, at 13 degrees of Pisces, we start a void, of course. This lasts for 2 days. This does not stop until August 12th at 3:33 a.m.
Thank you, Ms. Bonnie, for that general understanding of astrology for the week. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you tarot real quick, and then Ms. Bonnie will come back and finalize things with her astrology for your specific sign. So let's get to it. Well, Pisces, we're taking a look at your tarot. Then we're going to turn to Ms. Bonnie and have her give you your specific astrology for your sign. And then we'll kind of compare the two and see how they line up, or if they do not line up, which happens from time to time, but seldom. Let's start with your the bottom of your deck, because the bottom card on your deck is the energy of your environment this week, and yours is the Queen of Wands. A very busy work week, but also a patient work week. So this is a week where you're going to find a lot of people patient, a lot of people busy though, but a lot of people patient to work with you. If you stumble, if you're having issues, don't be surprised if this week everybody's there to help support you and navigate you through them, but know that they have their work to do as well. So make sure you appreciate and respect them. Now, the first card out for you is the Sun card. I'm loving it. That Sun card popped out for one other reading this week as well. And when that Sun card's out, it's telling you, let the sun shine in, let the world come through, and make sure that your communication, your lines of communication are open completely, because this is the time where you share with the world and the world shares back with you. That Sun card means all things are possible, and that's great energy. And when you think about that, and you're taking that on with that energy of your environment, where they're willing to help you, where your peeps want to help you, you know, your co-workers, your staff, whatever, then know that this is a week of possibilities, a lot of possibility. I love that word, right? I love that word. So the next card out is a five of Five of Pentacles. And it's interesting because that Five of Pentacles is in the same situation and the same placement as, again, another reading for the same thing. And that Five of Pentacles is problematic only in the sense of saying, stop worrying about everybody else this week. Don't worry about everybody else. Just let the sun shine in and you do what you do. Do what you do and you do it well. So don't worry about what everybody else is doing. So this is that don't look over there. Who cares? Don't look over there. Who cares? What they're doing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. Just do what you do and do it well, which is what you do. And when you do, you'll get your acknowledgement for it. So love, light, and blessings with that. I'm telling you what, let that sun shine in. The next card out for you is that Ace of Cups. When you do indeed focus on your own stuff, I love that word, stuff. When you focus on your own stuff and you accept your own energy and you let that in, don't be surprised again that you find yourself in a much happier space, a much more freeing space. And more importantly, you're seeing you again. What happened to you? What happened? What happened, Pisces? What happened? No, I'm seriously, when I feel this energy, it's like you disappeared for a while, Pisces. You got into this little low space and you're kind of like overwhelmed for a while and you kind of just like in a negative space or just a void, not even negative, but just void where you just kind of weren't feeling. You're just kind of going through the motions. And guess what? This is the week that stops. This is the week that stops. This is the week where the energy comes through and flows in and the love and light flow through you and into those around you because you're sharing it. It's like, I just can't explain the energy I'm feeling for you this week, Pisces. This is a week for you to open your communication, open up all lines of communication. If you've been having issues with family, if you've been having issues with friends, if you've been having issues at work, and the communication seems to be the key or the heart or the root of the problem, then this is the week to start those, make sure we open those communication channels and start talking and discussing because you had the gift this week. This is the one time, this is the 1 week where you really have finally had the gift lined up. So where your mind and your mouth are at the same speed and they're working together as you process. Your mouth helps you process more. You're listening more. Remember, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Remember, you're listening more. Communication is not merely talking, but it's also listening. So make sure that we're listening a little more. We're inviting conversation. We hear them. We acknowledge what they have to offer. And then we make sure that we sometimes mirror back so they understand that we really got it. And then we discuss it and we share issues, topics, conversations, whatever it is. This is an amazingly blessed energy this week. I mean, your energy this week really is about progress, moving forward, pushing forward, but it's all about communication. If you take nothing away from this reading this week except for that word, then I am happy because that's it. I want you to get out there. I want you to be talking to people. I want you to be conversing. I want you to be sharing. I want you to be able to be open to everything and anything because as you converse and share, don't be surprised if something pops up that comes your way, which is great. Could it be the right lottery numbers? Could it be that you found an amazing deal that you can't resist? Could it be a new company? Could it be a project? Could it be you starting something? Could it be you picking up a new business or something? What is it we don't know? Could it be a relationship? Could you have finally found the energy, the right space to get out there around people, and then that Mr. Right or Ms. Right pops right up, and now it's time to jump in there. The point is that you are glowing this week, and your communication skills are on fire. So make sure you take advantage of them. This is an amazing week. Let me know how it resonates. Miss Bonnie, how does this align with astrology? What does the astrology say in terms of what I just discussed?
Okay, you can see little Charlie has had enough today. So she needs to be on my lap for a while. It's been a very long day. Mercury's been playing with our technology all day. So, Pisces, let's get down to it. For you, you're starting the week out with the same kite that we've been dealing with headed towards Saturn. Leading us in that direction in a conjunction with Saturn is Neptune. That means that Neptune is at the head of the kite just like Saturn is. Okay? Between Mercury and Pluto, so you have all your thoughts and communication and technology playing a tug of war with the planet of change, which creates tension between the desire to uncover truth and the need to be communicating openly. Next, we see that Venus goes opposite the moon. That gives you that push me, pull you feeling between emotional comfort and your desire for relationships. Midweek, we see Jupiter go opposite the moon, your planet of all your feelings and the push me, pull yous, and the dynamic with the planet of your romance. Nothing can go wrong there, right? On Thursday, we notice Venus is in a conjunction with Jupiter at 4 degrees of Cancer, blessing you with a generosity of spirit and charm. It can radiate positivity. Your optimism and trust in life can open many doors right now. On Friday, much like last week, we now see that there are 2 kites. There is a difference, however. This week's secondary kite is going in the opposite direction. So we have it headed towards Mercury with Pluto and the moon on the tail. The sun is also facing the moon right now. That's a beautiful dance between yourself and your emotion. Sometimes harmonious and sometimes not so much. This can highlight contrast, especially in those close relationships. She keeps disappearing. Come over here, girl. It encourages growth through balance and helping people understand both themselves and others more deeply. At the very end of the week, 4 planets are making up a mystic rectangle. 2 of them are in one kite, 2 of them are in the other. Now, mystic rectangles happen to be mostly harmonious energy. However, there are 2 oppositions in each one. They go from corner to corner, so it looks like an X. And if you can integrate those oppositions in and find that, what we used to call the sweet spot, where you can find that compromise, then the whole thing turns harmonious. If you can't, then you're still got to deal with the opposition. Aw, she's just lovely.
Oh, yes, indeed. Once again, I love it. Astrology is discussing communication, communication, and communication. Lots of communication. And I'm not surprised, especially in the beginning of the week. So keep the lines of communication open up. And remember, I'm not surprised that you'd have it in the beginning of the week because that's where the communication starts. And then all of the long-term conversations and benefits that flow throughout the rest of the week. So you should make sure that you start your week with that open dialogue, that open communication, and let that sun shine in. It is a great thing. Love, light, and blessings from me and my family, Miss Bonnie and hers, to you and to yours. Please hit that share button. Help me grow my channel. Help Miss Bonnie grow her channel. And hit that subscribe, which is the way in which we grow it even more. If you are on Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is right down here, which is my channel, again, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, then hit the subscribe and then pop over to Your Love Goddess. That's Miss Bonnie's channel. If you are on Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's channel, please pop over Sonoran, Sonoran. That's the desert I'm in, Mystic. That is me, and tarot is what I do. So Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and subscribe. We'd appreciate it very much. And if you have a will to do it, then pop over to Cards and Constellations. It's the channel that Bonnie and I shared together for these readings, and they're right there for you as well. With that said, have an amazing week. Again, open those chain lines of communication and let that sun shine. Bye.